And when you have a lawmaker who is brave, when you come to the capital, he will say things that sometimes people don't want to say. So I think I give it up to him. All the analysis is in place, and I think he will continue. I think I should go back to your people to accept the petitions, read their lips, wash your hand and eat a palm butter with a common man in the petition. Rural elections, it dictates some of those things. But when you go there, you take fork and spoon, and then they eat
you gotta eat the cola and the pepper. Yeah, you gotta drink some of the king juice.
Yeah, even for them, but sometimes the mineral water, they can boil some of your men, can boil the water, they can and drink it in the same cup. It will help you a lot. And I understand your point. Your point there is you are not really connected because those things they do, you try to be afraid to do it. Because you are a brave man. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks so kindly, Brown Tartet. Let's take more calls. If you're in Maryland County as well, try to call us on 0777 700 995 555 995 995. Fight your way to the lines. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Go ahead.
This is Mr. Julius from Boston.
Go
this is Magidi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you for your studio girl. Although I did not come from the Southeast, but I want to find out something from him. He had a good vision for the county. But why can our politicians wait until they are elected before they do something for their district or either their county or their country alive? So that's my point. Maryland, I believe. And I mean, here somewhere impact in them doing for Maryland law. Thank you.
Okay, what impact? I try to ask that question, but anyway, he will repeat. 777 700 995 555 995 995. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is Samuel Kawit Derek Deronwa SKD from Maryland County to be specific to Southern District.
Okay, which of the stations you listening to us through?
From Further People.
Okay.
Radio.
Okay, go ahead and let's hear you.
Okay, I describe you as the incoming senator from Maryland County come 2029.
Now, Jaha, you can start fooling the people.
No, we are, because I'm not discussing with you currently. I was the supporter of the late Dr. Wallo Ito.
Okay.
And the reason why we followed Dr. Wallo Ito was due to a hand mark. Somebody who is not working in government and try to use their little salary, they are benefiting from that little job and carry on those hand marks. So we decided that, such person, if we elect that person as leader, and you know, there will be so many development that will come in the county. And currently, development is our concern because our eyes are open. Since we voted Jimmy Barron in 2020 as senator for Maryland County, because I will not say Harper, I will just say Maryland County. In 2020, nothing we get benefit from him except unfinished projects. All the projects that is there carrying on in 2020 and fail to complete any of it. And after the death of Topo, we'll do us at take stake. The next man who is not working in government and have so many hand marks is here with a Chico. So we decided to choose him.
Okay. Thanks so kindly.
2029.
Thanks so kindly. So for you all in people there in Maryland County, I'll give you the Lone Star number for you to call specifically for people from Maryland. Call 0555 995 995. You can fire your way through to the orange line too, but I want to give you an exclusive line. So if you're in Monserrado and its environs, focus on the orange line 777 700 995. For Marylanders, 0555 995 995. Let's come to the orange line. Welcome. Let's hear you. Hello. Hello. You're not talking. Hello. Yes, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Julius.
Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Jason S. and I call from 4th Street.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you to your studio guest. Chief, I want to be grateful to you for all of your discussions. But my point of disappointment here is in the United Party. They say they are doing well for the Liberian people and they are misleading themselves. But come 2029, the Liberian people will decide their fate because they were all in a place here discouraging Liberian people that the past leadership were not doing well for the Liberian people. They were coming to rescue the people. Since the king, things are worse. Things are worse.
What is worse? What is worse? What is worse?
Our life, things are just bad up. Julius, I'm not telling you for phone. I took it at the first school open. They are parents who not able to give me a phone to register that children. And then people get the rescue. And they are there here when somebody says something. They say, my man, you don't have right to say anything. No, the person belongs to us. When you are not proceeding well, we will tell you the truth. And the truth remain the truth. 2029 will tell.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so kindly. Let's see who's here. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yes, Kevin calling from Stinker. Kevin Smith.
Man, I said I wanted Marylanders on the Lone Star line. I beg you, sorry.
Yeah, you know, apparently the brother his grading was very disingenuous. Apparently, he looking at the rate of the government was so hard to even bring it down. Commodity prices are not dropping. Then he comes to grade the government steady. That is disingenuous.
So what is your own of grade?
Honestly, if you look at this government, what are you for?
My man, that's the issue. What is your grade?
You have to grade this government in accordance with its performance. You can just come.
Yeah, don't say tell us your own of grade now.
Right now, if I would grade this government, I would grade the government 70.
Okay, thanks so kindly. 70. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm Jimmy Williams from Canada.
Yeah, but man, you can't let the Marylanders to call too. Yeah, but I hear from the people. Welcome, let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Julius, and good afternoon to Eric Jiga. This is Benedict Appleton from Mama Point, Maroon, Liberia.
My man, no, but I said that the Marylanders call on the Lone Star line. Let me come back to your own line. Welcome, let's hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Jiga, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah. I just want to respond to your previous.
No,
caller.
leave the previous caller and tell your own.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be lying to us. Yeah, and US rate job, but team president still.
Yeah, so you disagree with my grading. What is the own grade?
Grade?
And the previous caller talked about grading of the government. He says that the government is doing well and
you still don't get grade too high for the people.
How much you want to get in?
I want to get in 20. I want to get in government 20. Can't have a team process here.
Okay.
They just made a pronouncement. Why to working into all that another team?
Okay.
Team process hard.
Okay.
Then it can say team process job. Where?
Okay. Thanks so kindly. Let's see. Let's go to the Maryland line, the Lone Star line for Marylanders. 555-995-995. The numbers to call. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, George. I you go here doing Nimba County.
Okay. But why you can call your name?
Joseph Johnson from Nimba County.
Which
from Bongo Johnson I live in Moria.
Okay. What has he done? Good. Welcome. Let's hear you.
How you doing?
Yes, quickly.
I'm Copeland, calling from Blue Maryland County.
You said what's your name?
Copeland, I'm calling from Blue Maryland
That
County.
is one name. What is the other one?
Desmond Copeland, sorry.
Desmond Copeland. Which part of Maryland?
I'm calling from Plebo.
Which part of Plebo?
Zoo 11, New Jersey.
Because you know Plebo, that's my area, right?
Yeah, okay.
Do you know that? Wait, my man. Do you know that I graduated from Plebo High School?
Oh, I'm not even know, sorry.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking for all that one because you call any place name, I'm supposed to know it.
Sorry.
Okay, so you can go ahead.
Yeah, okay, thank you for all the seminar. For me, our credit government 85%, and I also want to welcome Mr. Jigo, in the studio. But I just want to say something. You need to be careful because our Maryland can fool people too much. So I only want to be on the ground to be a wound way and see what happened before you can point money in the election. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks so kindly as well. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Momo and I choose to join you from the Ghana State there. And thanks for your studio guest. On an average grade, and I want to say to him, I appreciate his grade.
for him agreeing the government salary because he said the government still have years to come. But I got a major concern about his intention towards his county. Honorable man, how do you look at you reconciling with the people of Maryland in terms of traditional cultural relations? That's my point. Thank you.
Okay, traditional cultural relations. Let's come on this end. Shortly, we'll come back to him. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jai.
Yes, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Jerry Matthews, calling from Maryland County, to South Harper City, Bunker Hill.
Okay, Bunker Hill, Harper City. Go ahead.
You see, Mr. Jai, you see Mr. Jico in the studio there. He's not a bad man. Mr. Jico, he's not in government, but that man been doing well. Let me tell you, if somebody do good, you must praise them. Mr. Jico been doing.
Oh, that's the network. The network from NASA sometimes. He is still on, but we're not hearing him.
The president senator, that's Senator Barney. He is a good town community. The people that cry for public toilet room, Mr. Jico, who is not in government, and he built a modern toilet.
You are a real Maryland, oh.
I'm a real Maryland.
Yeah, I know. I can tell from the tune. Thanks so kindly. But you got to argue with it, man. So our next guest is here. 2 more calls. We'll go back to him. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm fine. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Clark Eskin Valita.
You calling from where?
I'm calling from Cleveland, New Cleveland.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. You know, I want to say to Jico, that big brother is here is ungrateful
How?
to this government. Reason being that yesterday, Mr. Jico used to take 2-3 weeks to enter Maryland County for under this regime.
But didn't he praise the government for the road?
No,
He did that right on the show, right here. I asked him questions about the road. But you said the man is ungrateful. But the man said when it comes to the road, oh no, wait now, Chief. Take it. Don't be vexed. We talk about this road business. The man said when it comes to a road, he will give it up for the government. This government has done well in maintaining the road, even during the rainy season for people to move. So he will give it up to the government. He said many praise the government.
Okay, to the issue.
Okay.
You know, I listen to people from Maryland County trying to promote even Jico. Can even Jico win Senator Barney? The rescue mission giant in the southeast. You know how many people James Barney have brought the government? I'm one of those have been rescued by James Barney.
Okay.
Yesterday, James Barney took thousands of people from Maryland County and brought it to Maserado. Today, those people told you are employed in government.
What is your role in government?
Right? I'm an analyst.
Analyzing what?
I'm gonna tell you what analyzing.
Huh?
No,
man. Wait, you said no. You're not coming past. Hello.
I will not call my position.
But why you want to call a position? You said the man made you to get a job. Then you want to tell us the job that you got. You say you analyze. What are you analyzing?
Right. So don't get even Chico for this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree that you don't want to call your position, but what are you analyzing? Hello? The analyst doesn't want to tell us what he's analyzing. Hello, you are the final caller.
Okay. Good evening.
Yes, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Plymouth City, Maryland County. I'm Thomas S. calling. Commonly called 001, the biggest individual. The biggest drum.
The what? Biggest drum?
I'm the biggest drum individual.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Last drum year, we're very happy.
Which part of Plymouth?
I'm calling from Zone 7C, Baweba.
Okay, you can go ahead quickly.
Thank you. To have a Chico in studio. I think in Maryland County, I had a contact for CDC, and for him, we know he can be a straight talk. He's blocked in his thing. He can't have the stream. And you know, CDC is a babu of Maryland County. We are open to receiving anyone. Planning war officer in collaboration with the Coalition War officer
even damn royal wants to ticket with collaboration. And CC in Rolling County has been putting senators from Rolling County. I've seen a question back. But even people will be clear that we are looking in everyone. If you want country ticket, must be straight. As you are saying.
Okay.
And don't bend.
Okay, you should be straight. Thank you. And don't bend. Thanks so kindly. We come back to you. You listen to the calls. Mixed.
I did. It was a mix. So there were one or two that really perked my interest. The guy, the analyst, so what's the trickle down? Now, Barney gave you job. What's the trickle down to the other people who he gave jobs? Remember now, about 64,000 registered voters in Maryland County. So if you got a job for 10, 20 persons, how does it trickle down to the rest of Maryland County? You know? So, Brother Jeff, most of the response were positive. So my plans going forward is to open a farm. On this trip, once I'm set to the petition, I'll be opening a farm. And this farm will not be to grow palm or anything we export. It will be things we grow and eat locally. The farm will be within Plebo and Harper, we're in the vicinity. I already secured the land for that purpose. And then also I want to open a school and a vocational school. In Plebo, they've been clamoring for vocational school because Harper have the university, but most of the young guys don't have the skill sets to go to 4-year college. So they want to learn skills that they can sustain their families on. So open a vocational school in Plebo. That'll be done when I hit the ground. And then there's a project in Zone 5 in Plebo. There's a bridge project that I'll be doing also. Now, take into consideration I have no access to government money. This is my own private money that I'm using. The senators got $150,000 in the budget for community initiatives, and so they can justify how they spend that money. But I don't have any government money, and I'll use my own private money to do these things in Maryland County. My records are there. The brother who wanted me to do what I done in Harper District, somebody answered the question for me. I built a toilet in James Barney hometown, upkeep, in Oak Town community. And we've done a lot for Maryland County. The records are there. So I want to pause here and thank you for having me this afternoon.
Thanks so kindly for being here as well. We say thanks to our folks there from Maryland County who followed via Voice of Truth and Voice of Plebo. We appreciate your followership. This break. Next up, we go to Nimba, where Armstrong Gogba Selekbo will be here. I'm told media entities from Nimba are going to be relaying that as well. It promises to be another blockbuster of an interview.
Your favorite RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas is new and improved with top-notch first-class services guaranteed to make you feel pampered and special as our royal guests. Ideally located on the RI Highway, a few minutes drive from the rehab junction, right in front of the Atlantic Ocean, you are assured of a peaceful, serene atmosphere of a home away from home. The ingredients for our Liberian meals are freshly picked from our garden to give you that unforgettable taste of Liberian cuisine. Our villas are designed and equipped to ensure every night spent with us is a memorable one. We are well positioned to host conferences and seminars of all sizes, as well as outdoor events like garden weddings and parties. Book your upcoming events and leave the rest for us to handle with 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can reach us on 0770-533-415 or email us at reservations@kendejaresort.com.lr. Visit our website on www.rljkendejaresort.com.lr. RLJ Kendeja Resort and Villas, for memories worth repeating.
Welcome back. We go to the great Nimba County, from where we have Armstrong Gogba Selekbo. Armstrong, welcome.
Thank you for allowing me to sit on your studio this evening. I'm happy to be in studio at this critical time.
Yeah, you can please speak a little louder so that people can hear you. How is life going? How's everything?
Well, life good. I live in Senekole and I think things fine there. Moving with things okay on that side.
I am told Radio BKS, Radio Converse of Peace, Radio Lawei Tapeta, Radio Nimba, Radio Sewai, Radio Sletowa, All Truth FM radios in Nimba All of you are following, and they say you the political advisor to Senator Samuel Koga.
Yes.
But how can you wrote something that the office came by and said, no, I think that man wrote, we don't know about it.
Well, we are going through a lot of challenges with the issue with the vice president. And Senator Koga as a person coming out at this time where there are huge issues. We're working closely, the senator and myself have been together through and working together to see to hear that we can solve most of the problem when it comes to the issue. But the issue with the office have been resolved by the senator. I think you'll not hear me talking the office talk easier again.
Okay, good. So who made a mistake? Was it you?
No, I don't think it was me. Because I still remain committed to the process and directing the senator when it comes to the issue. It's Radio BKS.
Okay, good.
Directing the
so
senator.
we have someone from Radio BKS who was in studio here. Good. So let's start from there. Senator Koga, Vice President Kuhn, they were all booty for the senatorial election. I was there in the county to cover election night, and then the results started pouring in, and of course Koga won. What in not even like 6-7 months, we already seen what appears to be a fracture, a split. What is happening?
Firstly, Senator Koga as a person is a man with good heart. The vice president supported Senator Koga in the senatorial election, which we may appreciate it to him. But when you compare support from the Senator Koga to the vice president, Senator Koga has always supported the vice president in most of his endeavor.
Oh.
Yes, even in 2023, Senator Koga was the one leading the Unity Party campaign in Buya, going all the way to Tapeta. Even the last year, the closing of the campaign, Senator Koga was the one who closed the campaign in Tapeta. Most of the activity of the vice president, he has already been buttressed by Senator Koga. So when it comes to this, was the first time that the vice president ever supported Senator Koga, and I think we may appreciate of that.
So the Kuhn as representative, as senator, did not support Koga as a representative in his district?
Not at the time. Even this going election, he had 4 candidates against Senator Koga. The very guy who just won Koto Kwagru, Augusto Menkwar, and we have one man. There were 4 serious candidates that the Unity Party put up in that same district against Senator Koga, and Senator Koga defeated them. I mean, the guy is very strong. Throughout his election, the last 3 elections he won as representative, he was always in rivalry with Senator Johnson, and he was always winning. So when it comes to the politics in District Number 5, he has been very, very strong. But again, in the senatorial seat, the vice president coming up for the first time to say he was supporting Senator Koga is something we appreciate. But in my opinion, the vice president's support was not that sufficient for his winning, because Senator Koga know how to campaign. We campaigned 42 days of non-stop. He and myself, we couldn't go anywhere until the day of the election. And wheresoever, because when the vice president came in, we divided the time. The side the vice president took was the side that we got defeated massively. That the District 1, District 2, portion of District 3 that of the way you keep built. It is where it really beat us. Even the places that got Boozy, where representing Jan Flomo and the vice president, we had a big program. We got less than 55 votes and other things. But overall, his presence was also good. But the truth of the matter is that Senator Koga is strong to the extent that he can make it win.
What is the issue? What is going on between both of them?
The issue is that the vice president has never been treating our team good.
How?
Firstly, when we came from the election, Senator Koga inherited 20 persons on the payroll with the late Senator Johnson. When Senator Johnson died, and out of that 20, some of them are Senator Johnson's children and relatives. Senator Koga himself had like 15 persons at the House of Representatives in payroll. So if you add them to the 20, it's 35. Those of us who were on the direct campaign team, we were like 46. So altogether, Senator Koga have like 80 some more people sitting down that he needed to make decision on. Senator Koga reached out to the vice president, appealing for an assistant so as to be able to balance in, to be able to get some of the people to get jobs in government, to be able to get placement. Up to president, the vice president not being able to help just one person. What was more important was when the space of the Commerce Inspector General came in, we actually wanted it at all costs. Senator Koga appealed to the vice president. Say, give me a let one of my team members can take this, then at least they can exhaust few of the members. The vice president refused, and he brought one of his childhood friends, me talk about too. Again, on the issue of the Booyah election, Senator Koga's strategy was, since I just came from Booyah, give me the opportunity, let me be able to be the one to decide who become representative here. Then that person can even be able to help to reduce the load I have on me. They sat, the vice president agreed 100%. He was on the radio in Nimba, said the election in Booyah, my hand is not inside, it will be decided by what? Koga. After that, 2-3 weeks later, we don't know what happened, why didn't happen. Senator Koga came out and endorsed his candidate. All of a sudden, the vice president and MDR guys, they called for a primary by the executive. When Senator Koga went there and asked them and said, but we're supposed to have a candidate, which you guys gave me the go ahead and already endorsed a candidate that's supposed to be the Booyah election. What you people say? When they said that at Congotan Party headquarters, the MDR guy said that they were going to stone Senator Koga if ever made mistake to talk, and there was a threatening. So that now we tried to leave from there quietly and we moved up and left the election. So there where the team really started.
No, so let's go back. Before he could make the decision on the candidate, was the party, I mean the MDR, was it aware? Because he is a member of MDR, right?
Yes. Senator Koga is a member of the MDR.
Is the vice president a member of MDR?
Yes. He's been a member of the MDR. Whether he resigned, we don't know, but he's the most influential person.
One of the confusing things is you cannot run on Unity Party's ticket as vice president without being a member of Unity Party. It is part of Unity Party's constitution. So I keep asking this question: Is it that he's a member of both parties or what?
Firstly, the MDR guys still insist that the vice president is their standard bearer. Even up to present, they still insist that he's their standard bearer. So when they had the executive committee meeting, because before going to Grand Jury, it was Senator Koga, myself, and the boys that we went with Grand Jury to represent Nimba, the burial of the late Samuel Kando and his wife. Before going to have a meeting with the party chairman, and he accepted. He said the vice president told me that you and he spoke and you are going to be the one to decide Booyah election. So when the Grand Jury we came, we endorsed our candidate. We were very much optimistic that we were going to move it to Booyah election. But again, all of a sudden, what we heard was the young people around the vice president, because I treat him bringing the confusion. The young people around the vice president told him that if you allow Koga to be the one to decide our candidate in Booyah, he'll be too powerful. And the next issue was Senator Koga said during a acceptance speech that you are going to use this time to reconcile Nimba, and therefore you are going to have a thank you program by buying 9 cows for the 9 electoral district where they will case simultaneously, and then we all the stakeholders go to Bui and Doru, the most affected part of the Nimba County, to be able to have a thank you program. When the program is done that way and we have a program there, then everybody will be able to unify. He started to reach out to Edith, to Garrison, Gompu, and everybody as a big brother. So again, when that started, what we heard was that people around the vice president told the vice president that if you allow Koga to do such program, it will be difficult. So even the appeal that the Senator Koga appealed to the president of the Popular Library for funding to have a program, it was blocked. It was based on these things that brought the outbursts of the senator. And the senator, and one of the things that make the senator to even go on radio was that the senator met the vice president as a big brother. He met the vice president in a Samiana program. And he worked to the vice president. Koga is somebody that don't have a feeling. He can never have a feeling. He said, look, I have a problem with you. The way you treat me, I'm not certified. And he said it among people. He didn't say in Kono. So when he said it, the vice president said, okay, come to me, let's talk. That was the first thing. And Koga came in town, there was no conversation. After 1 week again, he called the vice president and said, I have issue with you. So out of respect, Koga believed in a tradition. He felt that the vice president would say, okay, let me social and small play with him, our issue. Then vice president come to me. So he felt that I say I have issue with you. Then you say I should come to you. What is that? Is that you adding insult to injury? These kind of things not looking good traditionally. That was how it started first. It started with it like that. And then there's a confusion. The people of Booyah feel that they are putting more pressure on Koga that since this government came to be Senator Johnson, that most of the legacy is going downward. Senator Johnson's legacy is not showing, is not coming up. There is absolutely no position for the entire Booyah, presidential appointment position. I'm not talking about commissioner also at the national level. So they too feel that with Koga being here now replacing Senator Johnson, he needs to take that view to the government that they need this job.
Because the late Senator Johnson was originally from Booyah.
Booyah. He and Koga, they are brothers.
Okay.
The father and father, they are brothers. So they need to, as I speak to you right now, I said in the Koga house now, there's a big PYJ family meeting going on. All the children are in the Koga house now, as I speak to you. They are having a family meeting there now, ongoing to discuss a lot of family issues, including PYJ, as I speak to you now. So they have a situation where the entire pressure coming from Booyah, those of us who are on the campaign team will get pressure on Koga, will say, look, Koga will need job. Political reward is not in heavy. So when you go to Koga house in the morning, you see around 50, 60 people. You come to your office, people full of people standing all in the hallway. So he been under pressure, grieving. Last minute of time, he has to leave from here to go to Nimba, and then the Booyah election when you're going on. Initially, he said he no want the confusion, so you're going to take a hint of the Booyah election and sit down quietly and observe. So he did not endorse any candidate. He was just in Uganda, in the district to vote. He was just sitting in Uganda alone. So, in my opinion, he was just grieving. Every time when I leave from Senegal, I can't spend the day. I go in the evening, he will be grieving, complaining, what is happening is not good. And so that's our last minute time the outburst came up. But sincerely speaking, the vice president is not treating Koga well. He has never respected Koga since Koga won his election. He doesn't see Koga as a senator. And there where the problem coming from. And Koga feel that where he is now, as a replacement for Senator Johnson, he should be treated in that capacity. He should also be the next county caucus chair. He should be the political leader for MDR. He should be respected in a way that when there are issues with concessions or other issues, it should reach to him as the ODS in the caucus. That is one of the points that Koga have, that he want to be treated with that respect. So, like even when we went to Grand Jury, the Nimba community brought a complaint to him about how Senator Johnson used to treat them, always care for them. Gbapolu grew. Even just day before yesterday, the Gbapolu grew call. There were issues there that Senator Koga has. So across the country now, all of the complaints that can come from the Nimba Quadro group are going to Koga. So he feel that even with the way the ordinary citizens are giving that respect as a replacement for Senator Johnson, the vice president is not looking at it that way. The office of the vice president feels so threatened that the Koga getting too much leverage will also make him to become a potential person in the political setting.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things.
Politically, that is a reality, isn't it?
Well, I can predict that, because that's the reason why they kept suppressing and he been grieving and he came up with an outburst. And when he came up with an outburst, we expected that the solution would have been found, but up to present, people just came intensifying the issue, and that just
has there been any meeting of the minds since his outburst? We are hearing from one side. We hope to hear from the side of the vice president. I know we'll not get him, the vice president himself, but I'm hoping that from MDR or so we can be able to hear their side of the story from the end of the vice president. But has there been any meeting of the minds, whether it was elders who call all of them on the table to have some conversations? I know I saw a post on Senator Yan Twayen talking about some meeting was ongoing or whatsoever.
Firstly, before I come to the meeting, when the thing started, Koga warned me or want all of us not to go to the radio. Even Clarence extended an invitation to me, and we let it down because he said that the issue was going to be resolved. But there are some people too in the vice president office who feel comfortable with the confusion. They feel that maybe Koga going to be too powerful. They don't want him to come. Also, they don't want for the candidate to be peaceful. So the elders of Nimba dispatched a team of recent. First, the caucus. The caucus met with Koga and they met the vice president. From what I learned was the vice president said Koga should go to his house so they can settle it, the things. So then again, after that, they didn't happen because Koga said he can go there. They should settle the issue at a neutral area. Then the elders of Nimba,
what is his fear he should go to the vice president?
He's the bigger brother. He's the older person, and he's a county issue. The vice president is the vice president for the
politics-wise, the vice president is the second in command for the whole country.
But he complained 4 or 5 times to this vice president. I got issue with you, which he wanted it to be settled gentleman way, and he never happy until the outbreak come. So maybe security reason he could also be afraid of going to such powerful man place. Why if he speak in mind and he is misinterpreted? That could be some of the reasons why he's staying back. So the elders came to town, they met Koga, and also met the vice president. And when they met Koga, they had a long meeting with Koga, and they said, look, First, they told Koga he was wrong for him to go on the air, and Koga apologized to the elder. He said, well, I have spoken to my little brother on several occasions, and he had neglected me since I got elected. He had not given me the face. He refusing to even make me to look like a senator. So I have an issue with it. So again, since you say I was wrong, sorry to the elders. But then the elder met the vice president too. They said, they told the vice president, say, this is what Koga said, and this is what they both of them had a conversation. So there was an agreement that we should finally meet at one of our senior elder house to have the issue of recent control. The office of the vice president also advised vice president, if you go to a neutral ground, they mean you are living by Koga demand. You cannot subject yourself to that. After the vice president accepted from the elder that you were going to go meet there. So all of a sudden, they disagree, and they said that when Koga went to the venue while waiting for the vice president to arrive, there was a call king. They said, no, Koga, you got to go to the vice president. The elder told him, so he told the elder, no, this was in the agreement. The agreement was we should sit here in the neutral ground. Since you say no, then this can't happen. Now, the surprising thing that even making some of us to start coming to the radio is that the people try to make the situation look like the vice president office trying to manipulate the process to make the process to know that Koga is the one causing problem. They left, they see elder who found Koga for speaking on radio. The elder went back home, they had a press conference 4 or 5 times. Something which I want for the public to listen to. People listen to me in Nimba County, Tapeta, to understand. If the elder say you are wrong to come on air, how is it possible that you, the very elder, can also go on air? So that's how the office of the vice president and most of the people are trying to contradict most of the things that are going on. And as it stands, I can tell the public that Koga as the president, he doesn't have a fear. He doesn't have a problem. And he got no bigger ambition as he's been feared by other people. All Koga wants is there should be a peaceful solution. He should be respected as senator, and he should allow him to run the county just as Prince Johnson used to run the county, because the responsibility to him is very, very heavy.
Well, there is a clash of power, a clash of authority, a clash of egos right there. The vice president is from Nimba. He's the highest political person in government. Is it possible for a senator to exercise that role that Senator Johnson then exercised in the presence of a vice president who originates from the very same county? Is it really practicable?
For the fact that the vice president, the very person who supported this Senator Koga, and Senator Koga has been very respectful to him, Senator Koga being a earnest person who is a traditional person, I would think that the vice president just have to trust him and allow him to test his leadership power. For instance, it can be the ODS in the caucus. You say you have caucus chair, then the caucus chair is a representative, new representative who is going for re-election. It doesn't sound good. Koga been over for 13 years, going to 14 years. He understands how the legislature works, how the county authority works. And Koga has been there for the vice president, for this unity party. Understand that the entire CDC blame Koga now for the majority black and the minority black when he stood for Unity Party as the head of the majority black. Unity Party people crown him, he stood for them today. He has stabilized their government. For 90 years not there. The enjoyment of the Richard Kuhn, the vice president, everybody getting to that enjoy. Koga is not enjoying it. Koga is absolutely broke after 4 elections. They may want to election 2023, 2024, 2025, 3 serious elections. Things tough. But they are enjoying, they are not looking up to Koga support on it. Everybody just lavishing around. You go everywhere. Right now you go in Koga, you see more than 50 million people in no job. So what big way it be that to give the many authority to run the country? If that would be the reason why he would negotiate for job for the people, he get job. Why would we have the whole of Booyah? The small piece of job that now go to Nimba from Unity Party, you get that dominated by social Ganda people. And these were things that people said it was wrong. We continue to alarm on that. Look, Mr. Vice President, you cannot run our country with just the Ganta scenario. Not because you come from Ganta, then only your friends should go to government. Booyah, the who was Senator Johnson, the godfather of Nimba, no one job go there. Where I come from, Zor, nothing. Yami, nothing. Senator, nothing. So we are in a complex situation now. The reconciliation that's supposed to take place in Nimba, it came too far. So Koga has proposed that giving a country that may reconcile, and you have been able to reach out to everybody. So That's some of the things that and what the vice.
I spoke with Edith the other day, and she admitted that she and Koga spoke, I think, twice or so. But in terms of a reconciliation drive that you were speaking about, was the vice president made aware of this program that needed to happen? Did he agree that, okay, yeah, we can do this?
Yes. You know, the very first thing here is we feel that there are certain people in the vice president inner circle that even if you and he agree on something here, when you consult them, they can divert it. One of them having to be that dog couple. I think these are people who can be diverting it because you and myself, before even supporting Koga, the vice president myself sat down, we have a term and condition we agree upon. I have not been a supporter of the Unity Party or MDR. I'm not part of their party. So to support Koga as an individual to be the lead campaigner for him, we had an agreement. 100% what the vice president myself agree upon, he did not live up to 1%. He refused to do it. But I was in a situation I was already also campaigning. For Koga, so I couldn't talk. I said, we just got to end a piece of job. So we'll see. So it's like there are people there, sometimes the public need to listen to us to understand that we have nothing against the vice president. Let me ask you, Julius, how is it possible that a vice president will come from your country, then you got problem with Idi Gonglowe, Garrison Yulu, Gombu Kagon, Gobaslepo, Musa Ability? Just name most of the major political actors in the country, you just get problem with all of them in a short period of time. Then, worst of all, the men who everybody saw as the root for you, from day one, Koga have been in Nimba County, can be Gassamy Koga, say he's a tool for Jerry can use it anytime you're ready. So that man, today, you ain't should fall off. Let the public ask the vice president what we did to him. Let it ask him. Because nobody expected that he and Koga would even reach that. Listen to Honorable Larry Youngquel the last time here. Larry Youngquel said they to even come from the majority fight, that race that Koga to see Koga and the vice president now on same term is about something. So we are not in the position to see Nimba in the radio. Like what is happening in our country now? Tomorrow, some group of chief and elders from Zoga is supposed to be in press conference in Nimba tomorrow. Is that what we wanted? The chief and elder came to Monrovia. They said Koga was in to go on radio. They found Koga. After Koga said, okay, you're sorry for going on radio to talk on radio. That brought the whole thing. Then the very elder there, certain people in the vice president office instructed them to go have press conference. So the question on the other elders bound says, who told you people to have press conference? They too having no press conference to matter. We are not standing with you people. What people say, you the people that came from like your own thing you say. So you see that kind of thing coming to? And all of these things bow down to the vice president that he needs to play a leadership role to reconcile our country. He need to reconcile the country. He need to do an outreach. Something that Koga started, Koga been doing it to everybody, and we expected him to endorse it. Koga been so loyal to the vice president. He had not been disrespectful to him, except that this kind of a fear where his political circle tell him when you do this, they've been too powerful. We all know when you check Nimba Renan, people with natural constituents like Edith, that Koga them, because of the tribal politics, they use certain tribal block for where people believe in them. You can't get rid of it quicker. All you need to do is work together as a team for the betterment of our country. Something that the office of vice president has refused to do. The outreach is not there. The opportunity is not coming. People getting a job, and let me tell you one of the things, the entire financial system in the country is controlled by the vice president office.
How?
No senator or representative, I challenge them to call to say that they can even have a saying to concession there. When you go to concession there, they say we'll go to the vice president. We'll go to the vice president. Is that what people prefer to have vice president in their office? That the president of the Republic of Liberia banned Nimba 4 times. The Koko can't be aware. In the opening of the concentration, the Koko are not there. Ask the Nyanto and all of them. So even this thing is a grief coming from everywhere. Koga just came up with it, but the entire caucus, they are grieving. Some of them, but the problem, the position most of them in is that they are going for re-election. Any attempt for them to talk, I mean, the vice president is so strong he could remove most of them. So for them, they are afraid. But Koga, be election or no election, he's a lion. He has to speak for himself. He has to talk. He has to clear the airway. He was elected to be somebody who will stand for his people, and that's why he believes in.
Why is he calling for an audit of the county, the county administration, the executive administration of the county?
The matter of fact, thank you for that question. I'm about to forget about it. Koga has officially written the GAC, he himself, asking the GAC to audit the current superintendent, Kaumiampe Gono. The issue is that the superintendent, the local government are excluded the entire caucus from how things are going on in the county. And from what we heard is that from Koga office, from Koga himself, is that there have been no report coming from the superintendent to them to understand what is happening in the county. And there's a huge speculation. The superintendent has spent 7.1 million as per the resolution. I don't know whether she has exhausted it. As per the resolution that came from these places, we are 7.1 million to be spent 18 months. And some of us from the technical background look at it and say, look, the superintendent is spending in 18 months, she has spent more than 20 to 25 spending entertainment money in the same 1 year, 18 months. So people want to know, let us match it with the figure. For instance, the superintendent said she spent 400,000 on the beautification of Nimba for pre-injunctive burial. What she spending on? They want to know. So that's what Koga said. Most of the money in the Koga press conference at the time was most of the money that was spent, it was spent directly on the wrong target. Because, for instance, right now we get the superintendent building immigration checkpoint. This is a national project. Why should you build immigration checkpoint with our money? You go there, all the public buildings you're renovating it. These are national initiative. Why put our money there? So that's why the senator say, look, at this critical stage, we need an audit to see it, to blend the audit report with the local government so that the GSC can tell whether the social development, the law that established the social development fund too, we need to know why this is happening. And the second thing the superintendent has done, which people also concerned about, is that when she took over the last time, she audited the past administration. The GSC sent a query to her to see whether she can make a letter, I don't know how the financial people call it, before they can publish the audit. Up to now, she gone 1 year, 4 months. She refusing to sign that document. What is hitching there? Is that because Dogoba is hook? What is hitching there? So most of these things, that's why Koga himself is on a feet going to GSC so that people can authenticate this thing, because Koga is carrying responsibility as Senator Johnson. He will always talk to Senator Johnson. He will always be there. Maybe he can't be 100%, but he will try his best because the weight of the country is on him.
It appears to me there are some issues there, very deep issues. What would be the way forward from your end?
The way forward from our end could be, number one, the vice president should accept a neutral ground meeting that he can sit to talk here in Koga, and he should be able to allow Koga to become the political leader of MDR. He should allow Koga to become the caucus chair. That's the first phase of the way forward, and then he allow Koga to lead the reconciliation in the county so that we can have a country where we can be one. We want to be one. We don't want to wake up every day. Prince Johnson died. We used to say, some people used to say Prince Johnson is the problem. The man die and go again there. Everybody fighting in the morning and say, we don't want to be the Libya. We don't want to be the other places where people just be upside down. We want to be one. But I mean, the vice presidency should be more of an opportunity to us than an embarrassment. Where some of us, like as little as I am, you and myself sit down, we agree on something 100%, then can you join me? You can't be on that you join people. These are issues that we want to be on.
Maybe sometimes it is not there. There's a whole lot of weight at that level. At the level of the vice presidency, you are talking about a whole country. There are a whole lot of things happening at the same time. So sometimes it's not easy. I can understand what's happening.
Well, you can understand it. I do not understand it because for the fact that we said we lecture, you say go and lead this campaign. We led the campaign. We won successfully as campaign team here. We come to Monrovia and you close up on everybody. Nothing, even the senator crying. Everybody crying, whatsoever that we agree upon, that for even campaign material, as little as repair this vehicle for to run campaign, you refuse. All of those things can bring bad feeling in the country. The point I'm trying to make is the vice president should graduate from certain level now. He should be in a position where all of us, when Enoch Dogo was vice president, you never heard this. When Moses Blau was vice president, you never heard this in Nimba. Why is it at this time? Can the vice president go and visit Enoch Sako and see how he can build a better advisory council that will guide him? These are some of the recommendations we've been making. Because even the Koga thing, it would have been prevented. I told him 2 weeks ago, call in heaven. He came and said, I had a frank conversation, I think it was 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before the convention would start. I think, Chief, I'm leaving this something I have the offer to go work with Musa as one of his senior advisors in a CMC, I'm joining CMC, I don't want to be here. Because I can sense that there is a confusion coming between you and Koga. And I don't want to be caught up in the center. Trust me, ask him. I called him, I told him. Yeah, man said talk. And he took it for, he should have been smart to understand the fact that this man who is closer to Koga can tell me that there is a confusion coming. Because I predicted that, because seeing every day Koga grieving, we're talking, grieving, they talking, grieving. So I called him, I told him. But they didn't take it seriously. He called Koga and said, after the government say, who come in flower like you? Hey, they joke with the two and with the damper, and we join to this. And where we are now is the Koga taking every one of us hope now in Nimba. No matter what we like it or not, Koga is the head of that country. So we will just appeal to the vice president to allow the needful be done. Allow the man to be the political leader. MDR, allow him to be the cocoa chair, allow him to also lead the peace and reconciliation. Let him do a thank you program. The man suffer too much in and something in this or how you call it, majority and minority blood that the country is stable today. All of the actors there who benefiting from it, they are all, Koga now on good committee in the Senate. He just entered there. But all of the suffer in the lower hall, everybody there, then he sitting down now today, he's nobody and everything just like that. We expect for the Unity Party to even think, to say without the men who are getting here, why if in that fight where the Capitol building was burned down, they are taking Koga's life away. There was no hope. They were begging him every day on their knee to stand by them, not to go anywhere. Depriving a family to be to that royal or to that hotel for over or 3-4 months. So if such men can come at this time, he got elected, he still respecting you, everybody just neglecting him. And they say, why the man got to talk? Oh, the man ungrateful. Koga is not ungrateful. Koga is somebody who been there for more. Koga help Kun 5,000 times and Kun help him. Even if we even check the election in Nimba, Kun was running a presidential campaign when he came to help her. They go to the election. Everywhere he helped all the beat us there by way. Because Ide was also presenting him as somebody who are come to attack him. So if Koga or not, if Kun are not showing saying was they going to be in the margin or going to be wow, I can say it for free. Because we really campaign for the 2 days of non-stop. Nobody campaign in our country equal to Koga. We really campaign.
This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. A very hearty conversation from Armstrong Gugbasilebo of Nimba County. This show, I suppose, is being relayed on a whole lot of radio stations. Let me acknowledge them before we take some of your calls. It is all across Nimba. So let's see. Radio BKS, they are with us in studio here. What does BKS stand for? Benjamin Carmon Seka. Okay, Benjamin Carmon Seka. Radio Kan, Voice of Peace. Radio Lawai, Tapita, Radio Nimba, Radio Sewai, Radio Sletowa, and all True FM in Nimba. So we say welcome to all of you there as well. I think the interview you mentioned tomorrow morning, I was invited to be a part of it. And I may have to be there tomorrow morning to come back to town. But let's take some calls on 777-700-995, 555-995-995, the numbers to call. And you will be through if you're there in Nimba. Okay, so let me give the Nimba people the Lone Star number. If you're in Nimba, we want to hear from you as well on 0555-995-995. Only for people in Nimba, people in Monserrado and other parts, 0777-700-995. Let's start from Monserrado line. Welcome, let's hear you. Okay, you went off. Welcome, let's hear you.
Yeah, Julius and PMM being with us in a corporate here.
Okay,
what
go
I
ahead.
want to say to the man in Syria is, what goes around comes around. Can't eat your own baby.
Okay. What goes around comes around. Can't eat your own baby. Okay, thanks so kindly. Let's take Kelvin Matadi. I guess we don't have enough time, but I have to give you time to come. Kelvin Matadi of the MDR, welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, how are you, Julius?
I'm fine. Go ahead. You just listen to Armstrong. What do you have to say?
And I've been listening to Armstrong. The first time, all of what he's saying, he made an extension on Facebook. The officers of Samuel Koka came out and they make a strong disclaimer. Again, Armstrong is on your show. He making all the allegations he came under the canopy, he came under the stewardship. So when I listen to him, I try to ask Samuel Coker whether Bugba is on the show, whether you are authorized. You know what Samuel Coker told me? He said, absolutely no. He never authorized Bugba Selekpo to be on our show.
When you ask Samuel Coker?
I just asked Samuel Coker, and
How?
he said absolutely no.
Like
the
true
young
call?
man in the studio, he's one of the young guys who is a complete confucianist in Nimba County, and he tried to gain relevance. How will you sit in our studio and try to talk about the political leadership of the movement for democracy and reconstruction, or advisor to Musability? You're telling me that the movement for democracy and reconstruction, political leadership